Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a homemade cherry pie. Now this is way better than one with canned cherry filling, so make sure you go and get some fresh cherries and get ready to make this pie with me. To make our homemade cherry pie, I'm going to be using 4 cups of pitted whole cherries. Now these ones are fresh, but you could also use canned version if you prefer. I'm going to need 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, just a couple tablespoons of melted butter, and I'm going to be using my homemade pie crust, but you can also use store-bought. You'll need enough for a bottom and a top for the pie. Now I'm going to put the link to my recipe in the description box, and that will lead you to my blog. You're going to need 1/2 cup of water and 1.5 cups of granulated sugar. In a medium-sized bowl, I have my sugar, and I'm going to add my water to it, and my cornstarch, and finally the lemon juice. So using a whisk, I'm just going to whisk it all together until it's nice and smooth. Now I have my mixture nice and smooth, so I'm going to add my cherries, and then I'm going to give them a stir to make sure they're all coated in this mixture. So since there's cornstarch in here, what's going to happen is the mixture will thicken up while it's baking, and that will give the cherry pie the nice jelly-like texture along with the big chunks of cherry. So I divided my dough up into 2 equal portions, and I just rolled out my the first part onto this flour-lined mat, and I'm just going to pick this up, and I'm going to put it into my 9-inch pie plate, and I'm just going to press it down and make sure that it goes over the edges. So next I'm going to roll out my second set of dough, and I'm going to show you how to do the top. So I've got my second little disc of dough here. I'm just going to use my floured rolling pin, and I'm going to roll it out into a nice round circle. So before I start cutting out my shapes for the top of my pie, I'm just going to take my cherry mixture and I'm going to pour it into the bottom pie part. Just make sure you get all of that liquid, or as much as you can there. And then just set that close by, because you're going to need it really close in order to transfer the top to the second layer of the pastry. So to make my pie top decorative, I'm just using a little cherry cutter, and this little button here just kind of indents to make a really cute cutout cherry image. So you just press the cutter down, and then you go like that, and the cherry gets cut out, and then it leaves behind the little cherry, the little cherry duo, which will also just pop out. Let's pop it out. And we're going to be using that as well. So this is going to be the top of my pie. So I'm going to go around, I'm going to cut out probably 5 or 6 of these little cutouts. So once I've got my top cut out, remember to make sure you save these little cherry things, or you can decorate it however you want. You could just use a simple circle cutter, or you can just do like the whole entire top just the way that it would be normally in little slits or whatever. So I'm just trying to show you a little bit of a decorative way. So I'm just going to take my melted butter and a pastry brush, and I'm just going to dab the side here. So this is going to help adhere the top layer of the pie dough into the bottom here. So I've got that covered, and then I'm just going to pick this up, and then I'm going to center it on top, and then I just want to press down, and I'll do some little extra crimping with the fork in just a little bit. To help seal the 2 layers of the crust, the bottom and the top together, I'm just taking a fork and I'm just going to press it down, and that's going to help seal the 2 different layers. Once you have the edges sealed, just take a pair of your kitchen scissors, and you're just going to trim it off, or you could use a sharp knife. So I'm just cutting off my excess pie crust from around the edges. So now that I have my edges sealed, I'm going to take my melted butter again, and I'm just going to add just kind of wipe on a nice thin layer to the top, and this is just going to help with browning of the crust. You could also use eggs or egg white or just egg yolk, just depends on what kind of a look you want to your pie crust. So I've got that done, and this is also going to help my cherries to stick. So I'm going to just place my little cherries that I used as a cutout, and I'm going to brush them with butter as well, and I'm going to keep placing them all around just in these little empty spots like that. So once you're finished applying your decorations to the top of your pie crust, you're going to want to cook this in a 375-degree oven for about 70 to 90 minutes. So it takes quite a long time. You want to make sure that the mixture in the center is solidified, and then your pie will be nice and golden brown and ready to come out of the oven. So there you go, everybody, how to make homemade cherry pie. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this lovely, delicious fall recipe today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date on all of our newest videos. See you all again next time.